But there's one other very important reason why we have to think about the money issue, and that is it enhances the growth of government. Because they don't have to tax us directly, and because they don't even have to borrow and they get to inflate, they also get to spend the money. So the average politician benefits from this. He goes home and says, I voted for this, and this, and I didn't raise your taxes, so therefore I deserve re-election. And tragically, most of them are still getting re-elected. You know, they're getting re-elected, and yet, irresponsibly, the government keeps growing. We've been able to delay the penalty, the real detriment to this system, because it doesn't come immediately. And the people who suffer are the innocent people. They're the poor people who don't have a lobby. They're not the Wall Streeters who benefit from this. The other category of people who benefit tremendously from this monetary system are the banking interests. Because not only can the government create money out of thin air in order to pay the bills for the government, that the transfer of wealth also occurs because banks create credit out of thin air. They can have, if they have $100 of your money in your checking account, they can loan that out. Maybe $90 of it, so they have $190 in bank just like that. In true free market banking, if you have $100 in your checking account, you're the only one who has access to it unless you loan it to somebody through a plan of a CD or something like that. So this is quite a bit different. This is why there are powerful special interests that want to protect this monetary system. But the market is on our side. When we reinstate the free market and liberty and the Constitution, we will not have this type of monetary system that we have today. The most important thing is if we did the right thing, if we get the right people in office and we work a transition, it doesn't have to be painful. But under today's circumstances of moving in this one direction of a national bankruptcy, this sets the stage for chaos, runaway inflation, the kind of conditions that have happened in Germany and Central America. We're not immune from that. We're not that bad off, and we pray that we never will, because it's destructive to liberty, because then people use that as an excuse for more government. But if we do, or when we have to make these changes, what we need are a lot of more people like you around this country who understand the principles of the Constitution, the principles of sound money, and the reason why we have to get back to the basics so that we don't have this destructive monetary system. And some of you know that I put many of those statements together in a recent book dealing with foreign policy, because it's very, very important. Because if you have conditions where we're fighting war, liberties are always undermined. Randolph Bourne made a statement, wrote many years ago. He says, war is the health of the state. And if war comes, there's always excuses to expand the state. And sometimes those who would like to expand the state don't mind for a minute to have a war or two on the books so that they can expand the state. But you know, in the debates, at one time where I elicited a mild bit of a response from that mayor that used to be up in New York City, you know, in some ways, in one sentence, I think I more or less summarized everything I put in the book. And that is the concern about our policy. I said the subject of our being attacked. And my statement was simply this. They are over here because we're over there.